Let's get it. Let's hit it. The same results, the same thing you are after, the results, right? You're so focused on that that is holding you back from actually achieving the results, right? So everybody that is getting results, if you analyze and you take a look, they're not worth. The result is like a byproduct, like everything else in life, right? Um, for example, you becoming up healthy and you build good habits, and then you have a nice body, right? You start doing good things with your money. You start investing, right? You start saving. You start not just, you start making more with your money, right? Like so many simple ways, like you buy your coffee at the right place, you save, you buy in bulk, you buy your deodorant for like 6 months, so you don't have like multiple trips at the store. Like you buy your water for a long time, so you save trips to the store. Things like that that don't expire. You buy in bulk. You buy at the right place. You save money by getting there. For example, Costco. You save in taxes. Other places like Restaurant Depot. So you buy in bulk. Like for example, you get a little freezer, right? I have a little freezer here, and then you buy in bulk, and then you stock. With that, you combine with another technique. You buy so much in bulk that give you the flexibility when you do need to be at the store. We're talking about minimize the time that you go to the store because time is money, and money is time, and you are utilizing both to keep going for things that you could have for 6 months. Deodorant, lotion, um, conditioner, shampoo, soap, and then we're talking about to for your body and also dishwash soap, detergent, and softener. All those things for the laundry. See, all those things, it should not be something for you to go to the store every month for, right? Because you're buying a little quantity, and everything you buy in little, you pay more. So instead of you making more with less, right? Instead of you buying big and in bulk, and then you save time and money. Plus, by buying big, you are making more with less, right? You gain a big, and then the amount of money that you spending more money. For example, you buy something little, you're paying like $3 5. You buy something big, you're spending $30, $40. You put like 10 times more, but the price of the ounces or the pounds it reduced dramatically, right? For example, you'll spend like something little, you'll spend like 120 an ounce of something. Then you buy 20 ounces of that, 30 ounces of that, you're going to spend like $30 $40, but that ounce is going to come to 80 cents. So you're saving 40 cents per ounce. And that goes for all the things that I mentioned and much more, right? Paper plates, so you ain't got to waste soap and time washing, speeds your process and things like that. And that is just one way for you to be more into your more into what you got to do to get the results, right? And usually people that are getting results they kind of operate that way, right? um, and with that you have more time, and with more time you can do more, right? And by being able to do more you make more of what you got, right? This is my freezer right here, by the way. Alkaline water right there. So yeah, so worrying too much about the results, it gets you to be drifting too much, right? You'll be drifting too much because you'll be you'll be for example, um, getting the scale at the time, you know, checking your bank account at the time, right? Checking your email at the time. Email, for example, it has a bad habit that if you check early in the morning, and then you'll be checking for the rest of the day, right? Um, and then that consume your time. Social media consume your time, right? Um, and they keep going like on and on and on, right? And because you worry too much about the results, and then when you worry about the results, you lack purpose and focus and what you got to do to get the results. The result is always going to be a byproduct, right? We're talking about saving money. Like all those things saves a lot of money, a lot of money, a lot of time. With the time, people can use to do other things, right? To be more productive. To an example, you buying bulk coffee, you buying bulk water. You have your water, you have your mug for water, you have your mug for coffee. Just in there alone, you save a couple $100, which you can buy, not just the coffee and the water, plus a lot of other things. You can buy your detergent for your laundry. You can buy your dishwash soap. You can buy um, your your soap to take a shower, your conditioner, shampoo. You probably can buy all that just by the money that you would spend outside getting water and coffee, right? Plus, you have the convenience to make the exactly way you want, to put anything there that you like, and have it available for you, not just at the moment that you get that coffee at Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts. You have that into the middle of the day, you know. Um, we do like to have our coffee and make our coffee ourselves, but we don't got control of our lives. Most of the people are waking up right in the time that they got to go to work, and they don't have the time, and they feel like their coffee is going to take forever to do it, and they kind of like, have a different approach to it. And then sometimes they feeling very good, they do it. Sometimes they don't. So most of the time they don't do it. So out of the month, 5 days a week, they be doing like once out of the month, you know. So they go like 1 week without doing, then the next week they do it, and then the following week they probably do one time again, or probably not, and then the following week they probably don't do it, and then a week after that they do it. You get the point, right? And same thing with the water. Everybody doesn't take water with them, and then you get thirsty and you go buy a water, and you're spending $200-300 margins profit more on that water just because you need it at the moment than just having, for like, for example, you buy a water outside for like $2, 150, depends on the place, $1. The water that you have in your house is going to come out to like 5-10 cents, right? So you just waste 90 cents, and you don't have the water for you when you want it. Maybe you went a little bit thirsty until you was able to get the water. So the results, is a byproduct of what you're supposed to be doing, your purpose, being focused, and kind of like bringing the results, bringing the bringing what it create the results, like the daily steps, the daily routine, the daily work, the work that is gonna. It's like they say, right? You gotta earn it before you can. You gotta uh, earn it. So you gotta, how they say it, you don't get what you deserve. You gotta earn it, right? So in order to earn it, you gotta put in the work. So instead of working, focus on the working, focus on the way to have better habits, focus on the way to save money, focus on the way to be a better servant to other people, to yourself, to the things you do, to your business, and to everything else, where you can have the results, and people are so attached to a figure of value number, like 10,000 a month, 20,000 a month, 50,000 a month, this kind of car, that kind of car, and on and on and on, that they keep, like, for example, like the body, instead of they put into work every day, go exercise, see what they got to do, adjust, execute, adjust, execute, adjust. Don't have no fucking excuses. And no, they keep looking at the scale. They do one meal that they make the right choice, and then the second meal they already, think that they're already, going to get result by just saying no one time, and hit one time right. They are hitting one time right, and then the rest of the day they're gonna miss it by going for what they want, instead of like, I gotta continue this process of not eating these foods that is not gonna help me get to my destination, right? And then they miss the jam, they not follow up, they're not consistent. So first focus on being able to have self-control, self-mastery, self-discipline, where you are able to pull it off the work, right? And then just like work, either if you have a business that you give money by results, or I mean, when you have a business, it's completed by results, right? You don't get money for your time, you get money for your results. Either you're selling a product or you're selling a service, but you it's by results. So um, after you like just like a work when you exchange your time. After you put in the work, and then you can get paid, right? You work first, and then you get paid, right? It's not like you get the results first and then you do the work, right? And a lot of people are living like that because they want an instant gratification, right? I just finished my 40 days, 35 days, um, supposed to be 30 days carnivore diet. I'm continuing my diet until I get the result that I want, because one that the diet works perfect for my goal. I want to build a body, and in the process of building a body, I don't want to do what almost all the people do by losing everything and then bulk and then convert it to muscle, that mass that they bulk up, right? I want to just be where I'm at, like 180. I got in shape. In order for me to be in shape for my size, 5'9", 5'10", I supposed to be 180. So I got to that. I was 230, and then I was doing keto, intermittent fasting, prolonged fasting. So now what I'm doing is that I adjust a little bit, but I'm going to continue the carnivore diet: meat, eggs, salt, water, bacon, and a little mozzarella here and there. That's all I'm doing. I'm probably just going to start adding a little bit of fish here and there, because I'm doing for the long run, right? So, just to give meat a break a little bit. But I love meat, so I'm doing fine with that. What I do, I get different type of cuts of meat, so I don't get tired of the same meat. So, like for example, I do ribeye and brisket and taupe sirloin, and then I do the ribs. So all the time is for me is a different flavor, and I stay on the beef because the beef gives me the optimal, right? So I don't know how the fish is gonna be, but so far it works for me the best. And what I have done is the meat. So then when I do the fish, I can give you guys another update on that. So if I just did the 30 days and then I go and I eat ice cream, eat a cheesecake, right? Everything that is happening that I cannot see happen through my visual eyes, that is happening through my body, I'm gonna cut that. I'm gonna cut that flow. That's why I keep saying, like, don't cut the flow. That means, like, continue with your habits, continue with the things that you like to do, that um, sometimes not like to do because sometimes you don't feel like doing, right? And you got to do it anyhow, right? Um, but with your habits that is going to bring the results, continue putting the work. Don't worry too much about the results, right? My body has like a difference. It has an update. I can feel that I got more leaner, but all over my body so much that I could not track, right? So my arms got leaner, my back got leaner, my stomach got leaner. So I burned fat all over the place, my legs, right? And I got more muscle, but I wasn't able to track, exactly what it is. When I get my results in the scale, I'm gonna find out, right? But like in numbers, but I can't be just focused on the results, because that is going to offset me, take me off track. That's the problem. If you're looking too much into the results, you kind of get off the path to success, and you cut the flow, because you think like, oh, 30 days, I'm supposed to transform my body. I didn't transform my body. I got a step in the transformation into my body. So now I'm taking another step. Now I'm going for another 30 days. Now, if I'm very serious about getting where I want to get, I don't cut the flow. I keep going until I get there, right? It can be 6 months, 6 years, 6 months or 6 years, right? And then people over here do 1 day, 2 days, a week, 3 weeks, and then they want instant results, instant gratification. They want, like, to earn it. How you say again? They wanted to have it before they put the work. They think they deserve it, but they didn't earn it, right? They think they deserve it, they didn't earn it. You got to earn, like whatever it is that you deserve, you got to earn. You just don't get it because you deserve, right? You got to put into the work for you to get it. So I know I went over and over and over again the same topic, but it's that deep, because people, they get derailed and drifting on this because so focused on the results. For example, get on the scale all the time. You say no to one meal, then you want to get on the scale and see if you drop 5, 10 pounds, right? Something that takes like weeks to do. right? My friend the other day, I told him, man, I'm glad I lost that big belly. I see you like me right now. You got that, you like my old me that had that big belly, man. I know how to feel, man. And he was like, no, no worries. By next Friday, I have it done. I was like, shit. I prolonged fasting 3 times in 90 days, right? 3 times. The first time I did, the second time I did, my belly went down, but the fat was still there, right? And I still got belly fat around my six pack into today, and it's been almost a year, like 10 months. So, if you're going to keep thinking about the results, like you're going to do a little work and then you're already going to get the results. Even give your time, um, give yourself time enough to see the results. For example, I did the 40 days carnivore diet. I stay at the gym. I did everything I'm supposed to do. I'm just drinking water. Now, if I go for alcohol, I go for a juice and I start eating cheesecake and ice cream and all that, I'm just gonna complicate my entire journey to have the body that I want to build, right? So I just be like, okay, great. I did the 30 days. Let's go for 90 days now. 30 days was just for me to understand that works, adapt it, adjust it, execute. Now I'm just gonna, create another program that I need right now because right now I really don't need to burn as much because on the way to build my body, I need the mass that I have. So I'm gonna convert that mass that I have into muscle. So I'm gonna get bigger, and also I want to put in more size. So I'm building the body and burning the fat, right? So I'm going up on size and getting lean as I go up. So more muscle, less fat, right? And more lean, and my percentage of body fat is going to continue to drop. So my goal is that I'm 24. Last time I checked, I probably is like on 22 right now. After this 30 days, I probably lost like 1% or two. So then I got another 2% to work with, so I can get to 20. So my first goal is like 20. Then my second goal would be, I say probably 15, right? And then other than that would be like 12. And then I would get below 10% and be single digit percent body fat. That's what I want, right? Then I would just have muscle, be very healthy, and single digit percent body fat. So if I'm real and honest with my goal and I really want to have the outcome and the results, I can be over here looking to get in the scale today, tomorrow, all the time, and looking to do it today, and then tomorrow I'm already skipping a meal, or I'm missing my meal, or I'm missing the gym, or and doing things like that. I'm not going to get my results, right? Then I don't have the core beliefs inside of me. Then I don't have enough power in my belief. The gym work is easy. Your mental and your mindset and your emotions and what you got to overcome every day is way harder than going to the gym and then in either the right thing. You got to overcome those battles in order for you to be able to overcome these battles, right? See, I'm not even worrying about the light. That means you get the message, right? Um, I'm not worrying about how I'm looking, what's going on. If I'm wearing this, if I'm wearing that, you know. And people want to build something. They keep worrying too much about the surroundings, what is on their way. So don't worry about the results. Get into the work. Do what you got to do, and the results will be guaranteed. Will be guaranteed. You will have your results guaranteed. It's like, you know, you work and you're going to get paid, but you got to get up and go and do the work before you can get paid, right? And then it starts in the small scale like that, and then the same thing on the bigger scale. You know, the more that you do, the better you're going to be, and you always should focus in what it is that you have to become, the kind of man or woman, right? You should fall in love with the steps daily, your habits, more important priority, your habits, because after you build your habits, things start to being easier to do, because now your mind, your body already know what to do. Like for example, now my body is getting used to, it's not yet used to carnivore diet, but it's getting there, right? Because I already did 30 days. So, I built the habit in 21 days, and now it's getting used to. Like my body starts to understand, you know, what to do with this kind of nutrition, that the only nutrition is going to have for now. You know, the window that I have of intermittent fasting, I'm probably going to increase a little bit, so I have like 4 hours to eat and then 20 hours to burn. On that way, it boosts my muscle growth, because when you're fasting, after 18 hours, your autophagy, I gotta write that word here. Autophagy kicks in, which it kind of like throw away like the dead cells and bring in new cells and kind of rejuvenate the other cells that doesn't need to go away. It kind of like it resets your body, so it's great. And then another things that is 2,000% more on growth hormone on muscle growth. So so people think like, oh, I'm going to lose muscle because I'm not eating. I'm trying to get big. No, you're going to build more muscle without eating, right? And you're going to spike your um, hormone, right? Um, which is the muscle growth hormone, to muscle growth, where your muscle is going to grow more. You know, now I'm going to combine with giving rest to the muscle, which is another thing. People think they got to be in the gym twice a day, 3 times a day, and they don't give their time for their muscle to grow. That's another reason. That people think that, you know, by doing that is you know, they're going in the wrong direction with it. So give your time, you know, your muscle time to grow, and it would grow more. So that's what I'm doing. So now my body starts understanding that and start to being programmed with that. That means my results is going to be effective now than when I was adapted to it, right? So now it's really what I'm going to start to see the results from the carnivore diet, right? When it comes to the nutrition part. And also going to tighten up my program at the gym, which is, I just say about it, like giving time for the muscle to rest, and then just do an active rest. You know, I'm doing trying to maintain above 10,000 steps a day by doing a 1 hour walk every day in the morning. And yeah, and I do it every day. I do some type of walking or cardio. So my body every day knows that it needs to get active and start burning fat. And I can't be worried about the results. The results is going to come. What I have to worry about is maintain my habits and do those things. And you know, it's not necessary for me to get in the scale all the time, because that is just taking my focus from what I need to be doing. Right? The same people that are checking the results all the time is the same people that can maintain the work that they got to do. And as soon as they step out, they cut their flow. They start from back to zero again. Like for example, if I went and I did the ice cream, a cheesecake, and start eating like that, and I went and drink some alcohol, it's almost it really would not be like starting from zero again, but it's almost like that, you know. And if you really want to take it serious, you can have a mindset that be like, if I do that, I'm going to start from zero again. You reset your progress all the way back to where you started. So why do it, right? If you're serious about having the outcome that you want to have, right? It's like you build all this money to invest so that money can work for you. And then when you have the money here, and you go and you buy a Ferrari, and you go you buy a Lamborghini, you go you buy Louis Vuitton things, or Dior, or things like that, that you're going to eat up your money quick like that. Or you go buy some other stuff and you don't do what you're supposed to do. And then you're so worried about the results that it derail you, drift you to another direction. So again, you know, focus on the daily process, on the habits, on the work, right? And usually when it comes to money, it's about helping other people, because the money is not in the bank, it's in people's pocket, right? I got money, he got money, she got money, they got money, he got money. Everybody got money. Who's got my money? Who's got my money, right? You got to know who you're going to serve, and you bring some to the honest, right? For exchange of the money that they're going to give you for, right? You're going to put a price tag for the stuff that you can help them with, and they're going to pay you for the help, and you're going to offer their service, right? Or their product, right? Or your time to solve some for them so they can pay you. So when it comes to money, it's like that. And then when you want to more than that you can do, is when you have other people helping you do on the different scale. You're doing it once, now you're doing twice, now you're doing 10 times, now you do 100 times, now you do 1,000 times. You just got to increase the numbers, or also increase the value of the amount that you are charging, and maybe the service that you are bringing. You kind of like make that 5 star or luxury or convenient, and you put more money, you ask for more money for what you're doing, and you increase the margins. That's another way you increase the amount of money you're making. For example, you're doing something that costs $100, right? You bring something to enhance that, to make that better, and you charge $300. And you see a gap that needs to be covered, people would like the extra service with it, and there you go. You take care of the customer, and you make extra couple $100. So that's the things we got to focus on to really get the results, instead of wanting to have the results, right? The day you stop looking to have the results, oh, I need $10,000 a month, I need $50,000 a month, and you start looking and what you got to become, the value you got to have, and the skills and things that you got to have in place to bring the kind of type of work here that's going to make you 10,000, 100,000 a month, and make you, millions of dollars, and then you will get there, right? So that's what to focus on, right? Maybe the title here of this video ain't going to be that great, but the message is very powerful. It's your man Wally. I'll see you in the next one.
Give it to me like